Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today is the first mini episode of this season of Hermitcraft. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, I've decided to pull the plug. I've made the decision. We are going to be doing the occasional mini episodes when my time permits it. Basically, as you guys know, as I've drilled into your ears, I've mentioned it many times now, it's exam season in the UK right now. I have actually got exams looming. In fact, I have actually got an exam tomorrow, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. I've got a lot of things going on, had my head buried in a book for the past couple hours, decided to hop out of that, play some Minecraft, hopefully have some fun, record an episode, and then get back to the book. That's basically how I'm going to be doing this, just going from book, Hermitcraft, and so on and so forth. So yes, I've got a lot of things to do, and I'm relatively busy, so what I thought we'd do is a little mini episode, probably around about 12 to 13 minutes long, so that you can get your weekly, or twice weekly, dose of Hermitcraft action. And I've got a bunch of really cool plans today. I'm sure you're really going to enjoy them. So let's head over to the Mumbo Jumbo. But before we start all of the progress and all of the building and all that good stuff, I've got a few things I just quickly want to mention to you. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd hop in the Minecraft. You can see the wonderful sights, the view from the Great Rail while I discuss all of this stuff. So first things first, I've actually got a Facebook page. After many years now of opposing that decision, I've actually done it. Okay, so I've got a Facebook page. I'm sure it's going to be relatively interesting. That is where you can find posts about videos that are coming up, live streams that are going to be coming out, projects that I'm working on, and also, of course, my videos will be posted to the timeline as well. So yes, if you do want to check that out, a link to that can be found down in the description. The next thing that I'm going to mention is second channel live streams. Yes, the second channel is actually going to be getting live streams that I've done uploaded onto it. So if you ever miss one of my live streams, you'll be able to find the full video, the full length live stream, couple hours long, loads and loads of mumbo jumbo entertainment. That will be uploaded onto the second channel so that you can check all of that out. And the final thing that I quickly want to mention is the fact that Patreon rewards. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that supported me on Patreon. It's going extremely well. Everyone seems to have really liked that idea. And once again, I will put a link to the Patreon down in the description. But all of you are due rewards. I know I've been slacking a little bit on that just because I've been revising and working hard and all that sort of thing. But I've finally got round to it. And all of that stuff will be sorted out over the next couple of days. So you've got that to look forward to as well. So all in all, a lot of things have just been mentioned there. You might have to go back, rewatch some of it so you can get all of the relevant info and everything like that. But hopefully I haven't missed out anything. Well, I've just made a bit of a frustrating realization, and that is the fact that I've actually taken the records book from the Ender games with me. So now the records book is over at my own base, and that means I'm going to have to go all the way back to Hermit Thrills to drop that back off, which is a little bit frustrating, I have to say. But anyway, we're going to be ignoring that for the next couple seconds. We're just going to be holding on to it and trying our best not to lose it, because that would be really quite bad. So here we are. We are over here inside the new sheep farm area. It is looking absolutely lovely, okay? I really like the way that the decoration is going. A few of you suggested some ideas for making these walls look a little bit less flat, but you know what? I'm actually pretty happy with them, and I think I'm going to be sticking with it. But there are a few things that are missing. First off, the sheep. The sheep needs to be sorted out. I've got a design in mind, so we should be able to do that. The roof definitely needs to be sorted out, but most importantly for the minute, we actually need to do the walkway going across the central section. So I'm quickly going to crack on with that one, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So the central section is now done. We have got ourselves a walkway going straight through the center, and straight away, it's a nice little centerpiece, okay? It definitely pulls the room together a lot better, and also, I've added some nice functionality of being able to walk across like this, because of course, this is actually where we're going to be standing. This is where we are going to be doing all of the breeding, all of the shearing, and all that stuff with the sheep. So we're just going to be standing up here, right-clicking down on the bottom, and then when we hit the button, all of the wool and all of the sheep will travel down into the center, and all of their drops will end up in these hoppers. Now, there was one slight problem that I brought up, and that is the fact that I think some of the drops will drop down the middle here, and we won't be able to get access to them because we can't get in there. And one of the main suggestions or ways to fix this was to actually place blocks going down the middle. Now, I actually quite like this idea. In fact, you know what? I think that's something that I'm going to do. Hopefully, that should fix the problem, and we won't have any drops going down there. The only problem is I don't actually have any form of silk touch pickaxe or anything. So it means that all of these glass panes here have gone to waste. That's not brilliant, is it? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That actually looks considerably better than it did beforehand. I prefer that to not having those blocks there at all. It means that everything looks just a little bit more solid. You don't see right the way through to the redstone, and it just looks a lot neater, especially because I've actually lined up all of these sea lanterns here with the sea lanterns down underneath, so we get this nice little effect going on here. I know what you're thinking, you probably use far too many sea lanterns, and this build is mostly consisting of very similar blocks, but I really like these block combinations, you know, iron, sea lantern, half slab, this compressed ice, and also a little bit of andesite or diorite, whatever you call this one. I really do like it as a block combination. I think it works really nicely, and that's why I'm using it quite often, as you can, well, quite plainly see. But anyway, we have still got a bunch of stuff to do, okay? We've got quite a lot to fit in this relatively short episode, and I guess you can probably tell what I'm going to be working on next. We have got to sort out this side of the room, and we have got to sort out this guy's face, because seriously, that thing is a mess. Excellent news, ladies and gentlemen. I think I have finally managed to sort out this guy's face. A big thank you to Colin Sheepers on Twitter. That's a funny name for you to have. I hope I've said that correctly, but your name is actually Colin Sheepers, so I suppose you probably are a seasoned professional at doing this sort of stuff. But he sent me this picture, and it's fixed it. It's looking good. The sheep has returned to its former glory, no longer looking quite as damaged as it did beforehand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this on the other side, and while I do it, I thought I would do a little bit of work on camera here. I thought I would discuss with you why I'm actually building a sheep farm. You see, I have actually been seeing a few comments popping up recently about the fact that Exuma is currently working on a gigantic, really very impressive sheep farm, and I have to say, I'm super impressed with that project. Looks like it's going to be really very awesome, but here's the thing. Basically, when I do projects and things, first off, when I start work on a base, I have a set idea of what I want that base to consist of. And one of the things I really wanted to build in this season of Hermitcraft was a sheep farm. As I said in the previous episode of Hermitcraft, I have actually never had a sheep farm in any of my bases before. So this really is a first for me, which is why I decided to do it. And I'm actually going to light up back here, otherwise we'll get some noisy sheep faces. But yeah, I've never actually worked on a sheep farm before, so it's something that I've always wanted to do, and I thought this would be the perfect place to do it, and it's working out really well. I'm pretty happy with how the project is going, but obviously this farm is nowhere near as impressive as Exuma's, okay? This is not going to produce anywhere near as much wool, it's not going to be as efficient, and the chances are if I need a large quantity of wool, I'm probably going to end up heading over to Exuma's place, simply because it's going to be much easier. But if I ever need, say, a slightly smaller quantity of wool, for example, maybe 1 or 2 stacks, then I'll probably end up coming over here just because it's simple, it's local, and I'll be able to go there. And it's pretty much the same with, for example, the wood farm. For those of you who don't know, Impulse has got a ridiculous wood farm. It seriously is very impressive. It uses withers, it's fully automatic, and if I ever need a large quantity of wood, that's where I end up going. But it's nice to know that I've got a local wood farm on the inside of my base that I can just head over to, grab a couple stacks worth of wood, and not have to travel back and forth. That's basically what I'm working on here. I have my smaller farms inside my base that basically fit my needs, but then I have the larger farms that other hermits have built outside if I actually require them. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let's spin it round and take a look at our green sheep. Oh, he is looking good. I mean, I don't know if it's a he or a she, but it's looking good. It is looking really very impressive. In fact, I would actually say I prefer the green to the red. Let's head up to our walkway. I want to take a look at this from above. Don't actually have any ender pearls. It's one thing that I always keep forgetting. So let's just quickly use our little slime block elevator here. Up we go. Right, we have got the green one, and we have got the red one. Yeah, it's definitely the green one. I much prefer this guy. He's looking cool. Right, well, now that those two are done, we have got another project to work on, and of course, it is this gigantic mess of a ceiling that we currently have here. It's the one thing that I've been putting off for a very long time indeed, and you know what? I've had it. I've had it with jump cuts. We're not going to be doing any more jump cuts in today's episode. We're not going to be skipping progress or anything like that. It is time for a third-person time-lapse, because you guys have seemed to be really enjoying them recently. I've revamped the music, got the new ProleteR songs, they've got the groove. I expect to hear some dancing from all of your seats from you guys watching. So how about we crack on, and let's get time-lapsing. Happy days, ladies and gentlemen. We have done it. Yes, it is done. I have got an ear-to-ear smile on my face right now. You guys can't see it. I don't have a face cam or anything like that. But I'm over the moon. Over the moon with how cool this room looks. I mean, this room, yeah, it looks pretty good. It's pretty nice. You know, it's a nice looking area. But I'm going to be honest with you. I actually much prefer this one. I think it's the added scale and just the size of the room. It makes it look a lot bigger, a lot nicer. So yeah, I am super happy with this one. Ended up just being really good. It's been a really fun project. I've really very much enjoyed working on this project here. But it isn't quite finished yet because, of course, I have got a few tiny little things to do. Of course, we've got to get all the sheep in place, right? That's quite an important element that is currently missing, and I'll be doing that at some point. Perhaps I'll be working on that in a live stream or something like that, because that's always good fun. Transporting animals live on camera is always just a little bit funny. Oh, I thought I heard a creeper then. That really did scare me. But down at the bottom here, I want to actually work on a little hidden crafting bench. Yes, I want to try and beat my record of the fastest constructed hidden crafting bench. So what I'll do is I'll dig out a little area here, and we'll see if we can top my previous record of 23 seconds, I do believe. It's going to be quite tough. This time around, I have a bit of a game plan, okay? I've done a few practice runs, so hopefully I can get this one good and proper. So in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right, so the redstone torch needs to go there. The first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to place a block in either corner. Our redstone and our redstone torches down there. That hasn't gone brilliantly. We need to place our crafting bench and then our slab on this side with our sticky pistons facing inwards on both sides, our sticky piston facing upwards, and our repeaters set to 2 ticks on both sides, and that is it done. We've managed to do it. We did it in 19 seconds. That's pretty sweet. So we've just hit this button here. Hopefully, we should get the full swapping mechanism. So there we go. Managed to beat my previous record of 22 seconds down to 19. I'd say that's pretty good going, you know. That's a pretty good improvement. In a few of my practice ones, I actually managed to get 16 seconds, which is hugely impressive, but sadly, I just wasn't able to speak while doing it that quickly. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have time for today. I'm going to have to go back to burying my head inside an accounting book, unfortunately. Yes, my accounting exam is coming up tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.